field when we had to. Unfortunately, we didn't convert one situation. And then, I was really pleased with it, though. I really was. I thought there were some really good things. Liked what I got from the first offensive line. It looks like Logan's picking up where he left off. The running game seemed to click pretty well. I mean, there was a lot of good things that we're gonna be feeling good about, and then there's a lot of things that we're gonna look at and say we got to get better at.
Taylor Heineke, a good chunk of time out there. Just overall, what was your assessment of this play?
Oh, I thought Taylor picked up right where he left off. The guy's a high dynamic, energy type player. Did a lot of good things. Made some good decisions. And again, I like who he is as a football player for us right now.
You gave Jamin Davis some extended time out there. What were you hoping he would pick up tonight?
Well, just the feel and the experience of getting out there on the football field more so than anything else. We put him in a couple of leadership roles when we were in our base defense early on. We rotated him out early and had him with the second subgroup. And, we try to stress him. We had him play a few extra plays, especially in the second quarter, and thought he handled it very well.
Was that the same thinking with Sam Cosmi, and what did you see from him today as well?
Really like what we got from Sam. Sam needs to play, and that's the truth of the matter, and so does Jamin. So does Ben Juiced. I mean, that's why those guys played a little extended into the second quarter. Very pleased with what we saw from those guys. I thought when John Bates got his opportunity, I thought he did a nice job and did some really good things, as did Sam Reyes. I mean, there was a lot of positives, a lot of things that we're going to grow on and get better with.
A couple missed field goals. Did you get any sense of what happened there?
Yeah, we did. We'll take a look at it. We'll define it even more and really just kind of get that thing worked out. I mean, more so than anything else for the most part.
Is there a concern about
No, there's not a concern. I think it's disappointing, but at the end of the day, we have a new operation that's got to continue to get worked out, and we've got two more preseason games to get it corrected.
They were kneeling on it to end the game. You called timeout, extended the game.
Right.
What was the plan there?
Oh, I would have loved to have gotten Steven Montez an opportunity to do something again, more so than anything else. It kind of surprised me that they were going to kneel. I thought they would run it, and then they did run it. And unfortunately, we didn't get out and turn the ball back in. And when you don't, do your job, that's what happens.
Garrett Patterson? Did he surprise you at all in this game?
No, he didn't surprise us. I mean, that's what we saw in the young man. I mean, he had a terrific college career, and he's had a good camp so far. And I think we expected him to do some positive things, so it was good to watch.
What was it like to catch up with Cam Newton there?
It was good. It was good to see him again. He's he and I are kind of connected for the most part. My first chance in the league as a head coach, and he was our first pick, the first pick to the draft, actually. So it was good to see him. I'm always cheering for him. He's a heck of a young man.
If I'm not mistaken, you guys had the three safety combination out there that you talked about earlier in camp. I wonder if you had any first impressions on how that went.
No, I'm going to watch that on tape, to be honest with you. That'll probably be more important, than giving an assessment from what I saw on the ground level, because there are certain things that you watch in a game, and sometimes you're not always watching the area that you're going to talk about, so that would be very unfair.
JC, on small sample size today, but obviously had an impact out there. What did you see from him? Does he look any different from year one?
I thought he was explosive, came off the ball well, was very active, and I think he's a guy that, the more he plays, as we watch him, the more he plays, the better he's going to get.
The offense as a whole, just seeing how the skill position guys work with the quarterbacks and the backs, get their time. What was your overall assessment?
I think, without having watched the tape, there was a lot of good things that we can work with. That really were. We saw some guys that really did flash well. A little excited about our speed out there with Diami. I thought the overthrow was, a little bit him not quite understanding, that you've always got to get off that line like you're the guy, and he'll get better at that. And with his speed, he'll make those plays. We hit him on a couple of nice throws underneath, and his speed showed. So that was one of the huge pluses. Using the tight ends was another plus for us. In the fourth quarter, you saw Steven throwing the ball to the backs. Those are things that we got to be aware of, because we do have some pretty good backs out of the backfield.
How closely will you scrutinize this one game and just in terms of the overall evaluation of players and making the roster?
it's one of those things that, the more time you spend watching the tape, the next 2 days, I think a better assessment would be fair for everybody. There were a lot of pluses. There were a lot of guys that we were looking for to see how they would handle the situation. A lot of our young guys, and again, starting with the offensive line, starting with the defensive secondary. I mean, we're going to really break those areas down and kind of just say, hey, these are these are the guys that we think can help us.
Just a quick update, Kyle Allen, do you expect him back next week?
Hopefully he worked out. We'll see how he reacts to everything tomorrow. They're coming in tomorrow for meetings. They have a stretch and a lift and conditioning. Then they'll be off, and then we'll get an opportunity to see where he is on Sunday. All righty, cool. Thank you, guys.
How's it going?
What were the emotions of getting out there and being able to play?
It was unreal. Just trying to hold my emotions back. Cause I grew up a fan. Watching guys like D'Angelo Hall, Chris Cooley. My family's a diehard. Washington. Fans as well. And it was just a blessing. To be here. And my mindset was whenever I get my opportunity, I was going to take fully advantage of it and show these coaches. I belong. I belong in the national NFL. And I just wanted to show a good outbringing, I guess.
Was there any nerves? I mean, just given that you are a fan of the team and this is the next level, were there any nerves?
Not at all. Cause it just feels right. To me, I having my one of my best friends on the team, Chase Young. And he kind of rooted for me, and that just gives me the even more confidence. And at the end of the day, it's football. I've been playing this game for a long time, and it's more just for motivation. I want to be an inspiration. From my area. I'm playing for a home team. They seeing me doing it, they can do it. So it wasn't really no nerves. I was just anxious and excited to get out there and just make plays, and like I said, just take full advantage of the opportunities given to me.
Was it important to you to impact both, the passing game and the run game?
Absolutely. I want to be, a versatile, all around back. They didn't really send no pressures. I wanted to show my blocking as well. Because at Buffalo I wasn't very used. Because that wasn't. They didn't want me to use me like that. But I could always do those things. But it was very important for me to show that.
What was the speed like on those first few snaps? Was it as fast as some guys maybe say it is?
I mean, guys were saying it was fast, but I kind of, as I was in there, it kind of just slowed down for me, and I feel like just the more reps I get, I'm gonna get adjusted to it. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's football. Guys across the ball from us, they bleed just like me. So that's my mindset, and it wasn't really, I didn't really know difference.
At this point, how comfortable are you with the offense?
I'm really comfortable. I feel like just my mindset. I feel like you can always learn. That's just me personally. Once you feel like you got it figured out, stuff hits the fan, and I just want to keep learning. The offense, different positions, so I can be versatile, and help this just bring value to the team and just to myself and just whatever the team needs me to do, I'm gonna do.
Did something stand out today that maybe you learned that was a little bit different than how things are in practice?
Not really. I feel like going against our defense is the top, one of the top defense in the league, and that kind of helped prepare me, well, us as an offense, because we're going against the best of the best, every day, and I think that kind of helped us as well and helped me as well, and it wasn't really nothing surprised me for real, for real.
Do you have a sense that you're a fan favorite? It seems like everybody's.
I mean, I just, I'm not. I don't really pay attention to that. I just, I'm a guy, a guy from Maryland that went to University of Buffalo, blue collar guy. Just ready to put on, for the team I grew up watching, and just trying to help this team, get to where it wants to be.
Have you heard from your brother yet? So what
It's he, all my family members and my brother actually texted me before the game, and and I seen that, and he was just saying, just go shock the world, well, go show the world tonight, and just seeing that, that kind of motivated me even more, to show that, I belong at the, in this league, whether I wasn't, drafted or not, and that kind of got me, kind of fired up, and I probably call him right when I'm done this interview, so.
maybe a little different at FedEx Field, but this first game, putting on the uniform, was it surreal?
Oh yeah, it was surreal. Just running out the tunnel. It was definitely like surreal moment for me playing my first NFL game against the Patriots. They have a great legendary coach Bill Belichick, and that's just a experience I'll never forget.
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks, Jay.
Thank you guys.
Jarrett Patterson in here. What do you think of him getting his
I man, y'all just finding out stuff I already knew, basically. So yeah.
What are we gonna find out about him?
Oh man, he's a workhorse. He a dog. If you see him go out on kickoff, he's stuck a dude. I'm on kickoff, so I mean he's gonna do whatever the team asks him to do, and I think he's gonna be a real good player.
Take us through your play. You didn't get much time, but you made an impact.
Yeah, going around the edge. I told people I want to work on my hands a lot more this year. And that play, the work paid off, I would say. Long arm cut, flip my hips, got to run the edge and try to make a play. So, I'm definitely glad, I can definitely impact the game early.
How did you feel that work you did this offseason in that play?
Feel good. It was like slow motion kind of going around it and him being right there. It feels good. It just feels good.
What is it like trying to take down Cam Newton?
He's very big. Very big. When I hit him, I felt that he was a big dude. I say that. But we like the same size, so would it look like me? I can't take Cam down, so got to take him down.
You didn't have Montez on the other side, but overall, what did you think of the defensive line's play?
I think obviously when I'm playing, I can't see what the other guys are doing, but I don't really believe we let a lot of runs bust through, so. We can go back and look at him on film, but for right now, I feel like we played pretty well.
You're a rookie who had a big impact. Jamin Davis clearly is going to have a big role on this year's team. What do you sense about him jumping in? Is there anything you tell him about being unafraid to jump in and take that leadership role?
Yeah, I screamed out to him on the field today. I think when older guys were done, and I just told him I said you got to lead them. And, don't worry about making mistakes. Just play fast and do your job.
All right, we've got a line, so 2 more.
What's that ramp up period like for you? You obviously don't get a ton of plays today, but as you go through the preseason, what's that process kind of like for you?
I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, today I prepared. I warmed up like I was gonna play the whole game. Because if you go in, not warmed up, and something can happen that 8th play just because you ain't warmed up like you was supposed to. So. My mentality is just going in every game, just playing it like I'm playing the whole game.
After a year with no fans, that scene in the tunnel when y'all were coming off the field was wild. How good did it feel, or how did it feel just to have that interaction again?
Yeah, it felt good, man. Definitely, in college we couldn't sign stuff and things like that in the tunnel, but I can sign a few things, so it was cool, man. It was definitely cool. Definitely blessed for the opportunity, and just more motivation to keep going.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Sam Cosby's up next. Are we ready?
How did you feel out there, and just what is your overall assessment of your first game?
I was really excited, just trying to get the jitters out on the first drive. But no, I was super stoked to be out here and be able to perform and take what I've been practicing and put it on the field. So I was really excited about that.
What do you think has made the biggest strides so far in camp and our first preseason game?
Definitely just being more quick, more aggressive in the run game. Those 2 things I feel like I've improved on, quickness off the ball and being able to finish guys. So.
What have been the keys to making the progress in getting quick off the ball or finishing these guys?
Just having the older guys telling me what have been helping me through this, and Coach Masco as well. The drills and also the level of competition too. I got to move quick. I got to make a lot of quick decisions in a matter of a split second. So, I've been growing as I've been practicing, and practicing has definitely been improving me.
And how long do you think it took to get those jitters out?
In the game,
Yeah.
First drive. After that, I was rolling. I felt like I was doing good the first drive too. Just is like had one of those moments. I'm like, oh, I'm actually playing an NFL game. So it was really cool.
There's obviously not a lot of offensive linemen that start their first game, their first year in the NFL. What would it mean to you to be able to earn that opportunity?
It would mean a lot. I mean, I'm not the type of person that likes to be on the bench, and I want to be able to perform and perform at a high level. So being able to have the opportunity is huge. I know that's not given, that's earned, and so I'm going to try to earn that position.
The speed of the game for you, was it what you expected coming into this?
I knew it was going to be definitely higher pace. A couple of the guys, the vets that have been in the league, that have got to talk throughout the training process, prior to being drafted, were telling me, hey, like, you got to go every single play as fast as you can, and they're not lying. So for sure that has been an adjustment, but I think I've been doing pretty good with that.
All right, last one.
Obviously, you're an athletic guy. I wonder how you felt and you wanted to get more consistent with your technique. How'd you feel like with your technique throughout that first half? How'd you feel?
I felt good. I felt I was able to move really well and put myself in good position to make blocks. And overall, I think, like I said, I think my performance was really good, especially for this half a game I had. But always things to improve on. I just being able to look at film and pinpointing things, and it was a good start for sure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Is that a wrap, Jesse?
Got Taylor Heineke next.
Ooh, it's bright.
Taylor, first live action since the playoff game, what did you feel?
Lots of jitters. I think a lot of the guys did. So go back and look at film. There's a couple plays I wish I didn't make, but overall, I think the offense moved the ball pretty well, and we'll go look at tape tomorrow and see what we can improve on.
You know, you put a lot of work in the offseason, especially putting on muscle. Did you notice a difference out there?
No, not really. I try not to think about it. Did work hard this offseason, try to put on 15 to 20 pounds of muscle so I can kind of withstand more than one game. So yeah, I'm not really thinking about that out there.
We saw you get to say hi to your mom and your stepdad, I believe, before the game. What was that like having them here?
It's awesome. They try and come to every game they can, so it's always nice seeing family, and for them to come up all the way up to Boston from Atlanta. It means a lot. So it's always nice having family at games, and hopefully they can make it to Washington a couple times.
We've seen so much from De'Ami Brown in practice. As a rookie, what does he bring to the table?
De'Ami's a special talent, and you can just see every day in practice he's getting better. He's understanding the offense better, and he's got world-class speed on the football field. So and I know a lot of the offensive guys are very excited about him, and I know Fitz is really excited about him as well. So again, we're really looking forward to seeing what he can do this year.
Garrett Patterson, kind of popular in the DMV. Just what have you seen from him? Just really going.
Yeah, he's a small dude, but he's got a lot of toughness, and he's really quick. If you go back and watch a lot of the tape from Darren Sproles back in the day with the Chargers, he reminds me a lot of him. So really quick, can make people miss, so you get the ball in his hands. It's really exciting to watch.
You talked earlier in camp about wanting to improve throwing left. I wonder how you feel like you're making progress in that area.
Yeah, every day just work on it. Some days are better than others. Same thing throwing with the right. But again, Fitzy does a great job of kind of pulling me over, whether it's throwing to the left or any other things I'm having trouble with that day, of kind of, showing me what he did in the past when he had problems like that. So, again, every day is a learning experience with Fitz, and I feel like I'm getting better every day.
When you have some rough days in practice, but then you come out here and generally it's a solid outing in the game, does that encourage you that you're moving in the right direction?
Yeah. The biggest thing for quarterbacks is just don't turn the ball over, get some first downs, and if you get enough first downs, it leads to points. So I try and keep it simple, black and white like that, and it's kind of worked throughout the years through college and through now. So if we can keep the ball in the offense's hands, that's the best thing we can do.
What do you personally hope to get out of the 3 preseason games?
Just to keep getting better, seeing improvement every week, and the biggest jump is from preseason 1 to preseason 2. A lot of people have jitters, so you go out there and you kind of do some uncharacteristic things, but when you go back and watch it on film, you've gotten hit a couple times from a different team. I think a lot of people get a lot more comfortable.
How about Montez there leading that late drive? It must have felt good for you guys to see him do that.
Yeah, it was awesome. Montez hasn't played a game since college. With COVID last year and not having any preseason, a lot of people were excited to see him play. Again, we just see him in practice, not live contact. So for him to get out on that field and kind of run around and make some plays, we were all excited to watch that.
Hey, Taylor, different situation for you coming in this year with fans just screaming your name everywhere you go. How did that feel at the end of the game, coming off the field, seeing jerseys and
It's cool. I've never been a guy to really want that. I'm a more reserved type of guy, but kind of taking a step back and looking at why they're saying my name. It kind of makes me, I'm proud of myself for that. Had a great game last year against Tampa, and now the biggest thing is just to keep that ball rolling.
Anyone else?
Appreciate it.
Perfect.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Waited a long time for this. What was it like to finally be out there?
It was fun. It was fun to get back out on that field with my teammates and just play the game I love. Feels like it's been a while since I've been out on the field, but I mean, it's like riding a bike. Once you get back out there, you just kind of everything just kind of flows naturally for you. And had some jitters early, and then just kind of settled in and completed the ball and just I mean, I think our offense played really well, executed well. Can't wait to get back tomorrow and watch the tape and continue to get better.
Yeah, it certainly seemed like you were picking up steam as you went. Was there anything you were keying in on or recognizing as you went?
Just coverage. Coverage is pretty basic. Preseason, they keep it pretty simple. I like to have that pick back. Obviously you can't turn the ball over. That's something you can't do in the NFL. But we'll come in tomorrow, just like I said, watch the tape, correct our errors, and we'll learn from the mistakes that we made today.
Can you kind of walk us through, what you were thinking on that final drive?
I mean, the final drive, I was just thinking, take care of the ball, and get it into our guys' hands, because I know that we get it into our playmakers' hands, they're going to make a play with it, and something's going to pop for us. So that's what we did. We just didn't force the ball downfield, kept taking what was there, and at the end of the drive, just had an opportunity to scramble around and do a little drive and dish, and caught him in the back of the end zone. I think it was a linebacker turned his back away from me, couldn't see the ball, so I just threw it up, and he made a great play coming down with the catch.
When did you know he caught it? Did you see it first?
Yeah, I was looking at it the whole way as I was going out of bounds, and initially he caught it, and then he kind of bobbled it a little bit, but he still hung on to it, got 2 feet in, so it was an awesome play by him. Fantastic.
To go back before that drive, is there something when you're looking at a drive that long that maybe in that situation you think back to something that you did during 2-minute at practice, or you kind of what goes into that?
You just kind of play each play. As the plays come in, you're not really thinking about, oh man, what am I going to get next play? You're just thinking about the play that you have at hand, and you're just trying to execute. You're just trying to go through the reads, make sure you're seeing the coverage, seeing the safeties, not hold on to the ball and take a sack, especially in that situation, and you're just trying to get the ball out of your hand and get it to your guys to go make plays. That's really it. It's just taking it one play at a time, and just as the plays continue to come in, just keep playing that play and staying focused and executing.
What was that communication like during with Scott Turner during I guess that whole second half as well?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. He was relaying the call, putting it in. I was calling it in the huddle. I mean, we really didn't have much issues as far as calling the play was concerned. And I think it went well. I think it was good.
Sorry, what were your emotions this morning waking up knowing the day finally arrived?
I was excited, man. I was excited. It was like waking up on Christmas. I couldn't wait to get out on that field, man. I was just, I was so amped up, just so pumped. And as soon as I got out there, I was just, all right, settle in. Just try to keep your feet from moving too much. And as time went on, I think I did a better job settling in. Just like I said, you can't have that turnover. Just can't have it. It's awful.
Folsom's a pretty good sized stadium, but to be at one like this, with fans.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I mean, it was awesome. It was awesome. Atmosphere was electric. Obviously, it wasn't a home game for us, but still having fans in the stadium, in the seats, cheering. I mean, it was a great experience. Last year, all the seats were empty, so it kind of just felt like practice every game. But having the fans back out, man, it's awesome. It's creates that atmosphere that really gets you going, really gets the adrenaline pumping. And I mean, it was just fun. It was fun. That's one word to really just sum it all up. Was just had a blast.
Have you been able to check your phone yet? Any reaction from?
No, I haven't. I went into the locker room, got out of my pads and stuff, showered, and I came straight to the podium. I'm sure I'll check it right now. I'm sure my mom and my dad are blowing me up, and my brother too. My brother Raymond. He said that he was going to watch the game, so I'm excited to see what he had to say. His first thing's probably going to be like, "Hey, that pick, huh?" Dang. But yeah, no, I'm excited to hear from them. All good. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.